Welcome to the ultimate guide for Obi-Wan Kenobi in Star Wars Battlefront 2. Now, how today's video is going to work is I'm going to mix it up in a couple sections. The first section is going to be going over some basic tips and tricks and what you need to know when playing Obi-Wan and what's just the main important things you need to know. Also, I'm going to be going over the star cards that are best for Obi-Wan, mainly for heroes versus villains, but also talk about a little bit in the other game modes as well. Okay, so the main thing you need to know when playing Obi-Wan is that he is a defensive-oriented hero. Obi-Wan is not a character that you want to run around the map attacking everybody with. That's just not who Obi-Wan is. If you're really good at the game, you can make it work, but for the most part, that's not what you want to try to do. So Obi-Wan is a very simple character. Your main goal while playing Obi-Wan is to drain your opponent's stamina. This is obviously when they're a saber hero. If they're a blaster hero, it's a different story, but Obi-Wan is good against blaster heroes. Yeah, your goal is to drain the other saber hero's stamina, and then once they're low on stamina, then you attack them and you take advantage of their low stamina. Now, one thing that's really interesting about Obi-Wan is his abilities and his base stats are okay and maybe slightly above average, but they're nothing special. Like, a lot of other characters have far better abilities and base stats. However, the thing that separates Obi-Wan is his really high stamina, especially with the star cards that I'm going to show you later. Obi-Wan's stamina is unmatched and makes him a really strong hero. Like I said a second ago, Obi-Wan is really good against blaster heroes, and this is because he has so much stamina that he can deflect blaster bolts constantly back at them, which a lot of other saber heroes can do for a short period of time. But Obi-Wan, you can just sit there and deflect, especially against heroes like Phasma and Iden that fire really fast. It's really good for countering heroes like that. The other main point that you need to know while playing Obi-Wan is you need to have patience. Obi-Wan is not Luke Skywalker where you run in every fight and just immediately dominate. That's not how Obi-Wan works. Obi-Wan, you need to be a little bit more laid back, a little bit more patient, and just drain stamina. That is your goal with Obi-Wan. So right before we get into the star cards section of this video, I'm going to talk about Obi-Wan's abilities, how to use them, why they're important. So like I said, his abilities aren't the strongest in the game. His first ability is All Out Push, which is a push that goes all out. It's really good for range, however it kind of takes a while to wind up, so it's not the best push in the game in my opinion. It's okay. His next ability is Restrictive Mind Trick. This ability gets rid of enemies' ability to use abilities. That's really confusing for no reason. Anyways, this ability is okay for like 10 seconds. I don't know the exact time. Here, let me check. Oh, not even 10 seconds. For 5.5 seconds, you restrict your enemy's abilities to use abilities, which is okay. It's good in some situations, especially if you're trying to escape, but it's not that great of an ability. This next one, Defensive Rush, is actually pretty good. It's good for both running away and attacking. It does pretty good damage, and yeah, it's just a nice ability. So as far as Obi-Wan's star cards go, here are the main three that I use. Personally, Jedi Resilience is a no-brainer. It increases your health regeneration by 100. A lot of heroes have similar abilities to this one. This is always a no-brainer, always a go-to in my opinion. Also, Perfect Defense, in my opinion, also a no-brainer. It reduces your stamina by 40%, and stamina always also being a strong point of Obi-Wan. It makes his strong point even stronger, so why not capitalize on that? And then the third card I roll with is Safeguard. This one's not my favorite. These two are for sure locks, but Safeguard's also good. So what it does, it's very similar to Perfect Defense. It reduces your stamina drain by 40%. However, you have to do a little bit of stuff to get it. While these aren't hard things to do and they kind of happen naturally, it still takes a little bit of work. And then some other options if you want to try other cards out. These are the three I recommend going with, but if you want to try some other ones, give it all. I used to use this one. This one's pretty good as well. It just extends how far your push is, which is actually surprisingly useful, especially in hero modes. If there's someone far away and you see an opportunity to throw someone off the map. I've gotten a lot of kills just because of this card. It also does take longer to wind up for your push though, so that can be kind of a negative. And then forward, a lot of people use this. It increases your damage for Defensive Rush, which is honestly probably Obi-Wan's best ability anyways. I think these are both viable cards. I wouldn't recommend using any of the other ones, but these are the main three that I would recommend. Jedi Resilience, Perfect Defense, and Safeguard. If you're also looking for some tips for Darth Vader, check out this video. And if you're looking for tips for Count Dooku, check out this video. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.